Hello, folks. Welcome to World War II TV, promoting World War I TV. I have changed my background to the Great War, ready for today's show. And this is just a reminder to the 46,000 subscribers to World War II TV that we now have a new World War I TV channel that will be creating content later this month. So far, we have done 3 introductory shows where we got to meet our host, Lucy Betteridge Dyson. Then we did a second show where we explained what we need from you guys, which basically is to share on social media and subscribe to the channel. And the third show was us telling you about our aims for the channel. Well, this one is just a little teaser, little chat for 5 minutes to remind you to watch later on today. So it'll be myself and Lucy, and we'll be doing an Ask Us Anything. Now, when we say Ask Us Anything, you are within right to ask us whatever we want. We are within our right to choose which question we want to answer. But you can talk about our favorite movies, what music we like, what, of course, World War I TV, how we knew each other, whatever, how we got on in San Diego at the Society of Military History Conference, whatever you want to talk to us about. We will sit and talk to you and answer your questions for about an hour or so. Just a little bit of a reminder about how World War I TV is set up. It is an independent channel. Lucy is kind of operating it under I guess you'd call it a franchise. I'm going to be the creative director behind it, and then Lucy will be hosting the shows once we've got things going later this month. We're off to the Ypres area later this month. We're meeting up with JD from History Underground, and we're going to do some filming, some promo videos. He's going to use Lucy for his channel. I'm going to use Lucy for my channel. Lucy's going to do stuff with JD. We're going to basically be a collaborative exercise. JD filming us up there, creating content for all of our channels. So that'll be that. And then after that, we will schedule our first week of shows, which we will probably host together. And then we will gradually move separately as Lucy hosts her shows and I host my shows, but they will be coming together at various times for various subjects. So that's it. So again, if you didn't see the shows where Lucy and I talked about our aims, if you're watching this and you are firmly in but I'm not interested in the Great War, I'm a World War II chap, or I'm a World War II lass, or whatever you are, World War I is not my area of interest either. I had family who served. Of course, I did it at school. I went to some cemeteries. I met a few First World War veterans. One of my own family members, great Uncle Bertie, lived in Brighton, was a great war veteran. And I remember meeting him as a young child. I was terrified of him because he had a horrible cough, which I found later was because he'd been gassed, and he had a cough for the rest of his life. And I think when I was visiting him as a young lad, he probably wasn't that old, but he seemed like he was 120 years old or something. But he just had a hard life because of the Great War. So I'm a Great War novice as well. Lucy Betteridge Dyson does both wars. She studies World War I and World War II, and indeed other periods of history. So come with me on this journey if you want, if you like, because I'm going to be learning about the First World War, but particularly we're going to try and connect the two wars together. I had a couple of people make some comments on World War II TV about why are we starting a First World War channel. There's plenty of other World War I channels out there on YouTube, and there are. The Great War Association is doing some fantastic content there. What we really want to do is link the two wars together and talk about that interwar period. JD himself said on his History Underground channel or on Twitter, if you want to understand the Second World War, you have to understand the first. Some of the commanders were there, some of the same locations were there, etc., etc. So if you feel that you're not really interested in it, I'm saying to you, just give it a try. But the Ask Us Anything later is just a chance to get to know Lucy a bit better. I'm always surprised how popular the Ask Me Anythings are when it's basically me as I am now rambling, but you do seem to like watching me ramble or suffer or do this verbal diarrhea that I do. So you'll have a chance to listen to both of us answering these questions later on. So there we are. Yeah, we will. Someone said, Darren said, you just mentioned all of the questions we want to hear. Never mind. Well, whatever. There'll be plenty of other questions there. So that's it. I told you it was going to be a short little promotion just to remind you to join us later on. So the time for the Ask Us Anything is 2 p.m. EDT, so Eastern Daily Time over in the USA, or 7 p.m. UK, or whatever time it is for you around the world. and we would be delighted to have you join us. So that's it. Just as regards to the subscriber count on World War One TV, we hit and surpassed the 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing. We now have to reach the next hurdle before we can be monetized, is a total of 4,000 hours of viewing. So we're hoping that today's Ask Me Anything will go towards that. If 1,000 of you watch it all the way through, that's 1,000 hours. If a couple of thousand of you watch all the do that, you can do the maths yourself. That's 2,000 hours, etc., etc. So give us a chance because we really want to take you on this journey with us for learning about the Great War. That's it. I will end the show right there. By the way, there are lots of new channel subscribers to World War II TV. If you are new to the channel, welcome aboard. I've got to do some messages to my recent patrons. It is really looking like we have turned a bit of a corner in terms of views the last couple of months. It was sort of a fairly steep increase in views. We're over 250,000 views per month on World War II TV now, which is fantastic. It took us 3 years to get to 4 million views, but now we're doing 500,000 views every 2 months, more than 500,000 views. So we should hit 3 million views in 2023 for this year alone. So 3 years to get us 4 million. We're now doing 3 million in 1 year, theoretically. And that is, of course, not allowing for the fact the climb could continue. The curve could still go up and we could still do more content and being more viewers in. Anyway, I'm rambling now. So there we go. I will see you all later on for an Ask Us Anything. This is Paul Woodadge signing off for World War II TV, although I did put the World War One TV logo up there just for this promotion. In terms of World War II TV, just to remind you, we have a show. I've just scheduled it tomorrow. It's 1 hour later than our normal time, and it's about the Zoot Suit riots of Los Angeles in June 1943, which have been written about extensively. There was court cases. It was a media what's the word I'm looking for, frenzy around this event back in June 43, and there was all sorts of criticisms of the press getting involved and stirring things up, and it was well, you'll find all about it tomorrow. My guest is a scholar teaching at Arizona University about the Zoot Suit riots. If we don't know what they are, well, join us tomorrow and find out. And then not much going on because it's June 5th and 6th and the D-Day celebrations over the next few days. And then I'll do a couple of shows in the week before we go off to Ypres for filming. And then we get on with proper hardcore programming through the rest of the summer. We've got Railways Week coming up. We've got an Eastern Front Week coming up, etc., etc. There's lots of stuff coming your way on World War II TV. I've just got to get round to getting all the guests scheduled and get it all up on YouTube. But don't worry, there's plenty in the works. We have not anywhere near run out of ideas. That's it. I'm signing off. I'll see you all later. So do join us then. Cheers, everybody. It's been good talking to you. I'll catch you all later on. Bye.